Hello, everyone. Welcome to Conversations with Fafane. I'm Fafane Modisa, and today, as usual, and I say this a lot, that is, I'm very excited to have a very amazing guest. She's an icon. She's a legend. But this time I actually really mean it. I'm kidding. But with all the other women I've met, I think I've just had an array of incredible women, and you've been in this space with also amazing women as well. How's it been just being here at this event?
Oh, absolutely. So thank you for having me, and thank you for flattering me. But so far the event has been really awesome. I've been to the event for 2 years in a row now, and I think every year it just gets better and bigger.
Absolutely. It does get better and better. And this year, obviously, Air Product is one of the sponsors, is one of the sponsors, which is also very incredible as well, because we're just thinking about it. And this makes us think about the gas industry as well. Um, could you just maybe tell us how long you've been in the gas industry? What kind of struck your interest or piqued your interest in getting involved in it?
Okay, so I've been at Air Products now for 23 years. So I've been in the gas industry for 23 years. I'm formerly an analytical chemist, and I originally started off in the lab. And my personality just did not fit lab work. So I moved over onto sales, but I focus more sales on analytical equipment, chemicals, focusing on the analytical side. And then thereafter, I was offered an opportunity at Air Products as a sales engineer. So I was on the ground doing hardcore sales for about 8 years of my career at Air Products.
Right. And then when you look at it, I mean, because you've been in the gas industry for quite some time now, I mean, 20 years is 20 plus years, of course. And how has been the female involvement in this particular industry?
So Air Products has actually been on a gender diversity journey for, I would say, the past decade. So there's been a lot of focus on women empowerment, inclusion, and gender diversity in general. Over the years, we have seen in the recent years, ladies really growing within the company, progressing within the company. And I'll use an example. We've had one of our ladies that started off in the canteen preparing meals for us, and she's now our customer service supervisor. So there's really been a lot of focus in terms of support when it comes to bursaries, in the academic studies, also in terms of mentoring. So we've got a very small group of individuals at Air Products, or female individuals at Air Products, but we support each other and we lean on each other, and I think that's actually giving the whole gender diversity project much more momentum.
Absolutely. And so, can you tell us a bit about the supplier enterprise program that you guys have?
Yes, so I mean, we're a part of our enterprise development as well as supply development programs. Um, we focus on uplifting small businesses in general. It's normally very difficult to get into what I say, to become a gas manufacturer.
Yeah.
You need a lot of capital. You need to set up big plants. So what we do is we support smaller service related companies that support the gas industry. And I'll give you an example. We have architectures, we have building contractors, and that sort of industry. So we try and uplift them to actually grow, because it's very difficult to say, okay, we'll go now and we'll set you up a gas plant,
Yeah.
for example.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I mean, but because this is a development program, it shows that there is access to actually get into the industry. It's not like you're starting from scratch.
Yes, there is access to get into the industry as a supplier, but not. I mean, I think I wouldn't say there's no access, but barriers to entry is quite high.
And what barriers would you state?
It's capital intensive, finance intensive. So, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll just explain what we do as a gas company. And so basically, we have air separation units, and in very general terms, what it does, it sucks the air into these big plants, and then these plants actually separate the molecules of air and liquefies it. And then you get your oxygen, nitrogen, argon, CO2. All those products come off that plant. So for a small company entering the industry, it's very capital intensive, technology wise as well. So that's why I say there's limited scope. But if you're a supplier into the industry, we do support that.
Absolutely. And being the head of marketing, I think the conversation that I think arises, especially when it comes to gas, is sustainability. And being, very probed in terms of what is Air Products doing to support sustainability and how do you brand yourselves in that light of sustainability?
So we actually looked at as an innovation leader. We focus strongly on health, safety, and the environment. I think from a sustainability point of view, we're looking at, yeah, improving our plant efficiencies, um, also emissions. But remember, if you think about it, we actually um, sucking the air in and purifying it.
Yes.
I don't know if that should be on camera, but you can cut it.
But that's the truth, though. That's supposed to
But
be, yeah.
basically, so we're not emitting any harmful gases. So I think, but where we focus on in terms of sustainability is to actually improve our efficiencies. We're very dependent on electricity as well. So our plants run, like electricity is one of our biggest cost factors. So we look at ways of optimizing that as well.
Absolutely. I think that's actually very brilliant, well answered, because I think the conversation of sustainability, even for me, from a young person's perspective, I've often wondered what role can marketers play when it comes to spreading the message of sustainability, especially from the brand perspective, and also looking at the consumer and consumer as well to know that, well, if you're going to use this particular product, just know that as the marketer, we are your voice and we're here to help you out.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
right. So I think it's been amazing. I think that the work you guys are doing is absolutely incredible, and you being a woman and you spreading the message, it's just absolutely amazing. And what exciting future do you see for not just the gas industry, but I think where women are leading?
And I mentioned it in my panel discussion. Lots of people have the sense that females have to become rough and tough.
Yeah.
And when you're entering a male-dominated industry, I actually look at it slightly different. And I've been in it, almost 30 years. So I think women are blessed, or we have the superpower of being empathetic towards people. And, the hard skills we can do. Anybody can learn that. You can go to school, you can learn that. You can practice it, you can learn that. But I think we're gifted with having empathy as our strong point and advantage. So I think for me, what's made me survive over the years is just active listening, having a deep understanding of those around you, leaning on females to support you rather than pull you down. So I think that for me is key to actually surviving in this industry.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Arthi. You've been a blessing. And thank you all for watching. We can't wait for you to watch this full episode. Please do comment, like, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time.